No, I'm talking Nigerian. It is definitely Liberian. Anyway, what up? It's your girl, 𝒓𝒐𝒎𝒆, aka Melanated Dope. Come on. Oh, how did I get that far into this song? What did I hit? Start over. That's my jam. I don't want y'all to hear it though, because I would typically be playing some kind of lo-fi, but I very much so felt like hearing some like real R&B. It is Sunday. Okay, happy Sunday. I pray that your weekend has been restful. If you are a person that has to indulge in 9 to 5-very, okay, I hope your weekend was restful. Or I hope you got, you know, some much needed, okay, some much needed rest or some play. We got the hanged one. The hanged one typically, oh, I'm not checking that loud. The hanged one typically means, let me see, being stuck. I can't remember. I don't even know why I was shuffling my tarot cards, because that's not what I'm going to read with. But since it came out and now I want to know, let me find the guidebook. Oh, there it is. In my mind, I'm doing the butterfly. What did I, oh wait, what did I say? I pulled the hanged one. Come on, it's gonna take that long to load up. I'm about to flip everything. Don't make me over. The hanged one. I don't remember where the hanged man is. It's like, it's not in the, this is the syllables. I think. I don't have this used in mind. Let's see. It definitely was not right. We're at 10. I still haven't hit the hanged one. There we go. The hanged one is number 12. Perspective, pause, insight. Okay. So, the hanged one is the energy of waiting, hanging in suspense, needing to change your perspective, so looking at things from a different direction. Okay, the hanged one is upside down, so maybe they needed a topsy-turvy perspective over the weekend. Something turned your world upside down, so you're like, okay, let me look at this in another way. So it says this card represents a change in perspective, a new way to view reality. It calls you to release old thought and behavior patterns that no longer serve you. The hanged one can also indicate total surrender or self-sacrifice. It suggests that you need to take a break from something and step back, giving yourself a chance to reevaluate. You are encouraged to take time away from your projects and routine, as this voluntary pause can help you gain greater insight into your path. Okay, today, today I went and had a conversation with a lovely group of people, and we were talking about land and legacy, how to re-engage the people in the community with preserving the land. We have several rock quarries that are trying to come into our town. We absolutely do not want them. Right now, there's one already in the neighboring town of Hancock County, and they're fighting it tooth and nail. You got I think it's all black, but I know it's predominantly black street where there's a rock quarry already across the street, and they're trying to expand. Then you got a privately owned railroad company trying to come in on some eminent domain type shit. Okay, that's the YT people's manifest destiny. Okay, saying that like they could just come in and take their land because it is for the betterment and the good of the government, or you know, whatever. I'm tired. But yeah, it did change my perspective, and it made me think about like where I'm going, what I'm designed to do, what my role in the revolution is, what my role in my community is. I especially want to start engaging the young people, and I need to start with my own. I'm trying to start getting my now 20-year-old just learning about, you know, just different shit, especially land ownership, and how she could be a steward of the land and not even be on that land, because you can have co-ops and shit. Okay. But yeah, it was a really groovy little shindig. We ate. It was at this place called Green's Southern Kitchen, and I thought they were all plant-based, but they did serve us this really nice smoked pork. I typically don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot of pork, but every now and then I will indulge. It was good, very well smoked. The collard greens, the black-eyed peas. Let's just say they weren't like how I would cook them, but I cleaned my plate. They had this edamame salad. It was good. And they had some macaroni and cheese. It was good. You know what I'm saying? For who cooked it. And in my knowledge of how, you know, the goal is to get people to eat vegetables and to be more healthy without like preaching to them. So they just try to have good food, and they do, but they don't use a whole lot of. They don't use. He was like trying to cook the greens without using pork, and I was like, well, you know, there's smoked turkey. How that's neither here nor there. Again, excuse me, being in that space helped shift my perspective on certain things and my dealings with the community. I have also realized that I'm just gonna have to be that friend that tells you that everything is based in racism, that fascism is absolutely here. Them white tea folks killed Nolan Wells. Them white tea folks killed Juliana and Zeta. Some white tea folks killed Trey Reed. Who else? It's so many of them. More recently, Tasia Fortune, she was strung up so high they had to get the fire engine ladder. There we go. Yo, I had elevator, escalator going in my head. I don't know, but no. They had to get the fire engine ladder to get her down. This is a reminder that black people do not hang themselves. Yes, I have just committed to this 10 toes in. I'm just that person that's just going to remind y'all that yes, everything is based in racism. I have joined in my hometown social media webs. On Facebook, they have a group called Millersville Roadblock. Well, 10 years ago, they kicked me out that group. Well, it's been 9, because I remember the post that made them kick me out, which was me saying something about the police speeding down 441 coming out of Ruby Tuesday, some shit to that effect. And then the police responded to me, and I said, "Well, how is a group that's meant to warn us about the police got the police in it?" I never trusted it. However, I need to get back in it because I'm doing more in the community, and I want to see what these folks talking about. The YT people being racist as fuck. And one thing I hate about FB is that they allow you to go anonymous in those groups. And I be calling them for all kinds of sad hoes. I be calling them. I be like, "Why you so scared? Why?" I was like, Why do y'all? I was like, why are y'all being racist behind anonymous? But that's how they do. That's what they do. So, anyway, the weekend has changed my perspective on some things. It has strengthened my thought on some other things. Definitely some old things I can use. I need to I said surrender. So definitely, and then I was looking at the word surrender. So it's definitely some things I need to surrender. Okay. Some old thought patterns, ways of being. I've been having it out with this one friend of mine. They feel how they feel. I feel how I feel. I'm trying to find moments of compromising, and then I hear Eartha Kitt say, "Compromise for what?" And I'm reminded that fuck that shit. I'm reminded to just say fuck that shit, my man. Okay. I'm getting this water up from my cup. But yeah, that was a cute little opening to today's spirit chat. We're gonna tap in a minute using Grandma Baby, Black Gold Linamon, and 52 Blues deck. I mixed them together. And you know what made me mix them together? I remember when I first started circulating in these spiritual groups. I'm trying to think of what his name, Bless the Roads. Oh, I don't know his name. I can't think. Oh man, I've been following that man for forever. I can't think of their name. But anyway, I saw a post where he was like, "Yeah, Spirit told me to mix all of them together," and it was just on a random day that I had both cards in my hand, and I just was like, let me mix these together, because the blue deck, which is the 52 Blues deck, I have not committed to memory, but I pretty much know the other deck because it's like one of the first decks when it comes to playing card divination that I started reading. There's another system of playing card reading that I want to learn, but I really love Tia of Grandma Baby Apothecary and what they did with these decks. I have all of their decks, but what I need to buy, I want to buy that physical the physical guidebook to 52 Blues. But until then, I just use PDF, because the guidebook is like $55, and whenever I have an extra $55, I don't. I don't get it, and I'll be like, damn it, I should have got my book. And I'll never be thinking about it, because I have it on PDF, and I could just go ahead and get it printed out, which might cost me half the price of actually purchasing the book. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it. Honorable, benevolent, loving ancestors, spirit guides, and protectors of all those who will tap into the live and those who will catch the playback. What messages do you have for your people to use for their highest greatest good and harm to none? Okay? Them spades be chasing after us. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh my goodness, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one, oh my goodness. 4 cards jumped out. 3 of those 4 are Psalms. Then, I like to look at the bottom card, and the bottom card is also a Psalm. So in the 52 Blues deck, all the Psalms are spells. Okay, all the spades are Psalms. Psalms are spells. Things that you can use to manifest, to conjure, to work your roots, to do the who. Okay, as I like to say, to do the who. So yeah, let's get into it. I did a reading earlier today. Got my shits in my pocket. Judge not. No, please don't fall on the floor. Oh, go back in my pocket. I don't need it. just in case you fall. All right, so the first card that is not a spades card is the 9 of diamonds. I love the number 9. The 9 is completion. It is the ancestral number. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's Janet. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. Funny time when you're having fun. Ooh. Okay, so the silver blue is repellent to all external craft and internal crossing. So this is craft being thrown at you, external things that you can't, that you have control over everything. However, you have no control over other people throwing craft. So what I mean by you having control over everything is that you know how to repel it. That is what the silver blue is. Think mercury dime. If you don't know what a mercury dime does, I don't know where to send you. I read it in a book, and I follow people who have talked about it. Mercury dimes are good for protection. I'm trying to see like where I can send you that you can read about it, and I can't think of anything. Yeah, but Google and see. And maybe you could find like a story where Zora Neale Hurston may have talked about mercury dimes. I can't remember right now. But yeah, mercury dimes are for protection. Silver is repellent for external craft, things being thrown at you, entities woven into the very fabric of this land, of this country that we live in, entities seeking to steal, unalive, and destroy you. That does not want to see you prosper. The weapon that is formed against you. Okay? And in order for it to not prosper, Spirit said, protect yourself. Whether within you or without you, don't let it stop you. The best craft isn't thrown, it's spread by missionaries. Okay? This makes me think about 1v20 that Jasmine just did. So if you don't know who Jasmine's Garden is, I would just believe that you've been under a rock and not really in digital spiritual spaces. But Jasmine is a very beautiful occultist, spiritualist, deconstructionist. Is that the word? Yeah. And she did a 1v20. Oh, my bad. She did a 1v20 that dropped today, where she went up against 20 Christians. The conversation was really great. I wish it had been longer. It was 2 hours, but I need a part 2. I need them to do it again. I need to run it back. But yeah, it was very good. Jasmine had a level of grace that I don't have, because I wanted to cuss some people out for her. But spread by missionaries, forced on you by in slavery, enforced by armies, alleged by scientists. If you don't, like, even to this day, a lot of racist stereotypes that that the medical professionals, that these scientists put on black people, it's crazy. Pronounced by the dominant culture. What is the dominant culture in this country? Yes, YT delusions of supremacy. Now that takes a lot of conjure to resist, and Spirit is like, you must resist. Stop playing. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with your spirit, guys. Stop playing with your future, your children. Okay? And do the things you need to do to repel the external things that seek to destroy you, as well as casting out what is within you that has you not walking in your purpose. Okay? And Spirit said, let me go ahead and get y'all the sauce. Let me go ahead. I might as well tell y'all niggas how to get it. So let's start in no particular order. No, actually, we're going in numerical order. So Psalm 46:2 The way you walk, the way you talk. 46 and 2 says, therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Okay, so it's basically saying that this shit could start crumbling and falling apart beneath my very feet. The mountains could roll on into the middle of the motherfucking sea. Meaning that the sea had to come this way, because the mountain ain't going to go that way. The sea is going to cover the mountain. So we're thinking great floods. It could be many disasters happening, but I know I'm protected. Okay? Though the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, want to see me underwater, want to hang me from a tree, it's not happening because I'm protected, both physically and spiritually, which I'm always going to remind you. And if we were looking at the Black Gold Lenormand deck, then the 6 of Spades would be the Tower card, which is the card that speaks of revolution, of entities seeking to steal, kill, and destroy you, that don't want to see you prosper. And it is your birthright to both physically and spiritually protect yourself on all levels and all ways. Okay, so that first song was Psalm 46 and 2. The next one is 69 and 3. And 69 and 3 says, I am weary of my crying, my throat is dried, mine eyes fail while I wait for my God. It's basically saying, hey, look, I'm tired of all this crying. My tears have run out. I'm just tired. Okay? My eyes, what is that? My eyes fail while I wait for God. So basically, I'm just closing my eyes. I feel like this is just saying that you need to be in a moment of reflection, deep, with the hangman. Be in a moment of deep reflection and back to the energy of the mountains being covered off into the midst of the sea, and the very earth itself crumbling beneath you. Listen, everything is falling apart. Spirit is just like, hey, that's everything falling apart around you. Those are the entities. Okay, those are the things that the silver is repelling, that your shine. Okay, because you could very well be that shiny silver that's repelling the external and pushing out the internal things. Okay, I pray that you're following me. I pray that you're picking up what I'm putting down. The next card is 116:8. The next song is 116 verse 8. It's so handy to have this. 116:8 says, for thou hast delivered my soul from death, mine eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. God's promise. The universe's promise, that our ancestors promised that if you call them up, they shall appear. They shall do the thing that you need them to do, whether it's protection, whatever it is you're needing to call on and call down. They're like, hey, I got you. Okay. I pulled this card earlier today. Yep, because look how that came back around. Because if you go back to the beginning of Psalm 116, I love the Lord because he hath heard my voice and my supplications. That makes me think of Whitney Houston. I love the Lord. What up, Marcus? I think that's Marquise. I'm sorry. Hi. Yeah, I had pulled this card earlier, and I was thinking about that Whitney song, and it's so Psalm 116. I feel gratitude from recovery from a dangerous illness, and keep an attitude of gratitude. So if you've been going through a dangerous sickness, something that could have took you out, Spirit is saying verses 1 through 9 are a powerful prayer of thanksgiving for regaining one's health, and should be included in the daily meditation for several weeks after your recovery. And then keep an attitude of gratitude This one says, should one become complacent about the blessings God has bestowed upon one, immediately light a pink candle and sit by its glow, repeating this song until the feelings of thankfulness have again filled the heart. Yeah, so I would do that, one of those two, or you could just do a combination of every song that I'm about to read. I got one more to read. And it's saying, like I said, through the divine's protection, spirit, your ancestors, whatever that higher power is that you believe in. You know, around here we love the ancestors and we love the Lord. Okay, and for me, the Lord is the black woman. My God is the black woman. Before I ever knew that there was an entity outside of myself, I knew my mama. I knew my grandmama. I knew my aunts. Okay, I knew black women. I also knew black men, but mostly we are a family of matriarchy. Yeah. Okay, so, because I get to rambling, babes, I was saying Whitney could be a song that you're using. It's from The Preacher's Wife soundtrack. Be a good song to play. The last song here is 119-136. 119-136 says, rivers of waters run down mine eyes because they keep not thy law. It's a lot of things, a lot of scriptures about water coming out. And so all this is saying is, as I stated earlier about the silver blue, listen, it's time to protect yourself. It's time to, look, there's the wailing blue. Okay, the two of clubs. I feel like when the word wailing is crying out. Let's see what it say though, because I told you I don't know this deck, so I have to go back. Let's say Ace of Diamonds. Keep going. All right, here we go. Two of Clubs. This blue is raw. Exposed wounds on the spirit need to breathe. Locking away feeling can block healing, so let yourself feel. Okay? That's alignment, because my good sis, I called her earlier to wish her a happy birthday, and she just started wailing. And she said, I've been fighting these tears all day. Well, babe, you weren't supposed to. You were supposed to let them out. Okay? I told her that, hey, take them tears and a candle and some rosemary for healing and some cinnamon, okay, and a bay leaf, and go to work. Okay, that's my jam. But yeah, so Spirit said there's some releasing needs to be done. The Hanged One is the first card, is the tarot card we pulled earlier, talking about deep introspection, having a new way of thinking about a thing, a new way of seeing something. Your life may be on pause, and that's okay, because the silver blue right now is doing what it needs to do. Everything may be falling apart around you. Okay, the earth falling from up under your feet, the mountains going off into the ocean, the sea. But you're steadfast because you are protected. You're like, think of look, the back, you see how you're in this meditative state. You're in this, you're like, you're being put up, protected, seen about, looked over, watched over, while everything around you, your world crumbles as you know it. Everything you thought you knew, you no longer knew. Okay, it's a new you emerging, and I love that for you. I'm sorry, y'all might, I don't know if y'all can hear the song, but it's K-Tronada, Free Fall. Catch me, baby, yeah. It's Duran. This is, but I was introduced to Duran Bernard when he made that song, Fuck These Niggas Forever. That shit was a jam. And then my homegirl had sent me a couple. She was like, oh yeah, he is such a Virgo, and she's such a Virgo. But yeah, so she had sent me some videos, and I've been locked in ever since. So anyway, I heard this song called Free Fall that Duran Bernard is featured on. So good. You should go listen to it. Alright, so let's get into it. We're gonna wrap this beautiful reading up. My readings have been very, I know I use this word so much, but it is what it is. They have been very revolutionary. They have been very black, very much quiet on the creek type shit. Okay, go do what you need to do. Okay, celestial alignment popping out first. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Oh, that reminds me, I need to respond to a message. Oh my God, I totally forgot about her. But I was having a conversation with a lady earlier, and she was telling me how she was asking me about sage, and I told her the other things she could use outside of sage. But I do know a black woman with sage, but I try not to use sage because it's endangered. But my best friend had some, so I just took it off of her. But anyway, oh, this is the love Diamond Aracino. But she was asking me about sage because she said I just saw a piece of the message because I was running around. So, but I know she was saying that there was an entity every time she wake up. It's something in her apartment. And I said, but I've been seeing that so much. That has been a running theme in a lot of posts, and even in a couple of conversations that I've had with some friends. They be like, "Yo, I just be seeing shit." That spirit, the veil is getting thinner and thinner by the day because more black people, especially, but the entirety of people on this land are waking up. They're understanding what the fuck all these isms. Fascism, racism, okay? They're understanding how they're affecting everyone, how their racism is destroying everything for everybody and not just black people. That's what they fail to realize. But we trying. So there's that celestial alignment. Again, get it with your ancestors, all right? Medusa, I just read Medusa. I cannot remember who it was by. But I didn't read it. I had the audiobook, but it was so good. I don't like how it ended. I don't. I really don't. I'm not gonna spoil it. But your rage is righteous. Like I am talking to people on a daily basis, and they like, "You so angry." I am very angry, and I don't, to the point where I don't know why you other niggas ain't angry. They're lynching us. They're taking out our youth. What? You don't see what's happening? It's a pattern. It's pattern recognition. They're taking out young people. Like in the last 3 months, I don't think anybody has transitioned that wasn't born late 90s, early 2000s. There was one baby, she was 16. Juliana Nzita. She was 16. My rage is righteous. I'm not gonna stop talking like this. I'm not gonna stop calling out racism. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care where I work. This is why I don't work in government entities. Because I'm very loud, and they don't like that. They don't like that. Okay? So, the 3 cards we got today is Celestial Alignment. This reminds me of Lisa Frank. But also Reading Rainbow is coming to the mind. So, I just want to remind y'all that it is Black August. And in memory of and to commemorate George Jackson, Jonathan Jackson, and all the revolutionaries who were unalived or who, you know what I'm saying, died in mysterious ways and whatnot. Well, most of them we know were killed by the establishment. I just want to remind you to read some books that will help you understand where we are now is reflective of what happened back then. Like even before George Jackson, he wrote Blood in My Eye, was a collection of letters explaining just his stance on fascism, how to bring down the man, etc., etc. But you don't have to, if you can't sit down and physically read, I understand, because I have a hard time doing it too. That's why I be listening to the book, and I just have it playing in the background. Something, it be getting picked up. You get what I'm saying? So you can do that. You can find George Jackson book being read. I think it's being read by Robot AI, but go do what you need to do. Also, Black AF History by Michael Harriot is on Spotify. Okay, go learn something. That is what Black August is about. It's about fasting. It's about reconnecting, disconnecting from all the things of the world and reconnecting with self, with these movements within your blackness. I have a reading. I'm gonna start pre-recording spirit chats so I can like schedule them to drop and stuff, and I'm gonna do lives on select days. But the reading that I'm about to drop for tomorrow is very much in alignment with the reading that I'm giving y'all today. I mean right now. So yeah, celestial alignment, getting back to your roots, getting back in cahoots with your ancestors. Let's go in the book. Let's see. 41 says this is 𝒓𝒐𝒐𝒎. I'm probably butchering that name, but your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but Goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God, Goddess. The declaration is, I am always being guided in the right direction. And then after that card came the Medusa card with rage, right? And that one says, come on, babes. Medusa says, take a breath. Close your eyes and put both hands over your lower abdomen. Tune into the... Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have a right to your full range of emotions, including anger. Sacred rage inspires us to run for office. I do love Bohemian Rhapsody, but I didn't really want to. I don't know why it's going in that direction. But then I was listening to Michael, so yeah. Okay. But anyway, sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies. But unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. The declaration for this card is, I have a right to feel my feelings, okay? Whatever it is you're feeling, sit back and reflect on it. Why are you feeling this way? And how can you alchemize it? We have Queen Nefertiti, okay? This is Sade. Okay, so Queen Nefertiti says, beloved, it is time. You turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You are on the path to fulfilling your purpose. You are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. Match this frequency. See it in your mind's eye first. Imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look, taste, smell like to be loved unconditionally? I'm happy and healthy. See it. I am a money magnet. What does it feel like? The declaration for this one is everything I touch turns to gold. Okay, because I got that this touch. Everything. Okay, yeah, but listen, the first thing that catches my eye with this alchemy, with this Nefertiti, is the sun up here, because I am a Leo and we are ruled by the sun. I feel like Leo energy is very much so Queen Nefertiti type shit. Okay, I feel like because the Leos are ruled by the sun, the giver of life, that is creation in and of itself. So yeah, okay, feeling very called to create the life that I desire for my children to have. Today we talked about what the Iroquois is a way. What it is a way of thinking, and those people. I want to say she said Iroquois, but she said you're thinking about 7 generations off from you, so your children. Okay, I don't know, but 7 generations, like, is the work that you're doing right now going to benefit 7 generations after you? Okay, if it's not, get on your shit. Okay. All right, that's all I got for y'all. I love you. I appreciate you. The books are open. Oh, let me see if I can find it real quick. Three card quickies. I will extend it to Monday, because I really haven't been posting it, because I've been in my own little world. I kind of just been off the internet. I really got to start posting and setting things to a you know what I'm saying, a timer to post by a specific time, because after I get off here, I'm gonna go through and do my reading for tomorrow. But yeah, so I will keep the books open, this sale going. I said tomorrow, but I might just do the whole week, because we're coming up on a new moon in Leo. So yeah, we'll keep the 3 card quickies going through this new moon in Leo. I'm not quite sure when that'll end, but I mean when the new moon energy ends. I want to say it peaks on the 12th, which is Wednesday, so that means it probably ends on the 15th, which is a Saturday. I'm not sure, don't quote me, but I know it peaks on the 12th. So yeah, get into it. 3 card quickie. These are messages where I spread 3 cards, and I also give you a oracle card as well. But I spread 3 cards to answer whatever question you may have, or if you say general, career, finance, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Or you can ask 3 separate questions, and I will answer those questions with 3 separate cards. Use this to your advantage to optimize it. You get what I'm saying? To answer whatever question you got. But yeah, so I will send you a pic of the spread along with a voicemail of me explaining what I see, and if there's anything else I see that you might need to do. Okay. That's it. That's all. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up through through the new moon in Leo. Happy birthday to all August Leos, all the Leos. I love all Leos, but I don't know, like August Leos are just I don't know how they describe. It's just something. It's just a je ne sais quoi. Okay. Because especially happy birthday to my cousin Tiffany. Her birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday to Peach. Her birthday was today. Levon's birthday was the 7th. Whose birthday the 8th? I done missed somebody's birthday. I gotta go look. Let me go tell these niggas happy birthday. Alright, but yeah, I love y'all. Appreciate you. Get at me if you need me. Come on in the room, honey. The books are open. Alright, peace.